week, his dad, he's his biggest fan. His dad, John, and his mom, Rachel, they'll be looking on, supporting their son in this game.
Product, the two-time Ivy League Goalie of the Year. He has been north of 50% in the cage in all 9 games of Princeton's win streak. The face-off matchup will be one to watch. Andrew McMeekin, Princeton's all-time leader in face-offs, one. He'll face. They're led by 6 in blue, Alex Ross. That shot.
These guys are like an extension of them from an offense and defensive perspective.
Dunphy feeds in front, and a big first save for the freshman netminder, Preston Hawkins. And Penn State quickly into its attack. Ross puts one on cage and scores. Alex Ross gets the Nittany Lions roaring early.
From Powell, Ohio, freshman goalie Preston Hawkins is now battle tested. Struggled in some early season.
He had 3 goals in the Big Ten championship. Wallstrom down the alley, Lehman left hand free, 2-0 Penn State.
Another layer of a Jeff Tambrodi, John Haas offense is multiple passes, and then the inside cashes in.
A lot of blue jerseys in there. Now a free-for-all.
I would zone the second midfield, but not the first.
Kabiri off the pipe, 3 for Roan. 20 goals as a 5th-year senior. Didn't play a whole lot his first 4 years.
Absolutely, and to Quinn's point, Princeton will want to run.
Princeton on the board with its second midfield. That's Jake Vanna, his 17th of the season.
Little juice on the Tigers' side.
2001, McMeekin is perfect on faceoffs, 4 for 4. Kabiri whistles.
One championship weekend.
Dunphy over to Kabiri in the quarters against Syracuse last year and round 1 against Marist. Hawkins got a piece. 3 assists in round 1. Wade is dangerous. Splits the defense. 43% in those 2 games. Absurd. Skirting
Miss, it's the end line.
Vanna gets it back on the give and go. Hawkins. Aquino, the team's leading goal scorer, despite missing 5 games. That one.
Childers on this possession.
There's Ferrone slipping down the alley. Left hand free. Missed. Beard. All the way to the cage. Turned away. Too high. And the first.
As a pro, it's top level.
Quinn. Penn State has played 5 games without runners. Lehman. Missed the cage. Lehman. Shot clock. Mid-single digits. Lehman shoots low. Midfield coming back out. Here's Chase Robertson, the Utah transfer. Robertson, the right hand free, and he scores to make it 3-1. For a long time, Jeff Tambroni stayed away from the transfer portal. He softened his stance there.
And he found an alpha, a slasher of a midfielder in Chase Robertson, who spent some time at Utah. This is a guy, this is good news because he shoots 23%.
Both lost yesterday. There's Kabiri, shoots low.
He's been the spark that gets him going with early goals in games.
There's Wade. Right on cue, Quinn.
It's the two-handedness of Wade, and he could care less if it's a short stick or a pull on him. It's go time.
Had the opener against Marist on a similar
Niche on this breakaway.
Meanwhile, Green with the interception. Here's Penn State, that crisp ball movement.
Nice.
Colombo at the end of the symphony.
That's what they do this season. They are lethal, running from defense to offense.
Jackson Green anticipated that like a football player.
Not much real estate. Wow, and somehow it goes in. Considine stayed with it. And no flag.
This is one where I think, remember members of both teams, fans, benches, are kind of looking around for a call, and he just plays through it, right? He played through that gray area, and he just kept going.
Two things come.
There's Vanna. He's got a goal already. Palumbo hesitates. He gives it up quickly, and now Green trying to get to the sideline. A chance for Princeton unsettled. And we watched Yale go to a zone against Princeton, and the Tigers carved it up.
Again, I don't zone.
Palumbo's got a goal.
Attack a seam, draw two, and then kick it.
Bounce shot, turned away. He's been at 58%. Dunphy looking for a cutting Palumbo.
14%.
Ferrone. Came into the quarters second amongst the quarterfinalists in face-off prowess. Tucker Wade buries his second of the day, and Princeton back to even at 4-4.
Little hammer time. Prior to that rip, Princeton was shooting 3 for 20.
Was held to only 26 shots. They have 21 already. You know, that had the advantage in that series until recently.
Bounce shot and a goal. That's Colin Burns. It's his 30th of the season, and Princeton now has 4 30-goal scorers on its roster.
Tigers on a 4-1 run. Barbecue Burns from Washington, D.C. He's a around-the-cage type player.
Especially with someone with his usage rate. Palumbo, the sidearm pass, the shot blocked. Possession for Princeton. Reynolds spinning around, fires and scores. He put his defender in a blender.
Watch how he creates space, Quinn. With that roll and the change in direction, he goes a little bit north to let this thing fly. Watch the space here.
He's setting up his righty rollback. Setting up his righty roll.
I think in middle school, guy was born a Jet fan, poor kid.
He's a Ravens fan. He's become one, he said.
His dad having...
Madeline's on the field, wants a timeout. Look at him, he's past the 40-yard line.
But Robertson scores. That's 2 for Chase Robertson. And Penn State gets one back, and Madeline is livid.
Coach Madeline sensed chaos. He runs out onto the field 10 yards past the...
Robertson 2 goals in the opening half. Beard shoots on the run and beats Chronic upstairs.
Ouch. That's vicious. This kid has had quite a postseason, both in the Big Ten, against Army, super fast, he's two-handed, likes to pump fake, but man, the acceleration is first class. He's a redshirt freshman, missed a bunch of weeks, but when he's in the...
Comes back to Princeton, they had a chance there, and time runs out. It got sloppy at the end, and we go to half. 14 for Princeton. Baldwin and Gills against Princeton and Cornell and Yale. Lehman, left hand free, and it beats Chronic over the shoulder. Kyle Lehman with his second goal. He's got 3 points, and it's 7-6.
To your point, they won the category, Penn State, of the Jekyll and Hyde team of the year. When they were popping, and Kyle Lehman and his behind-the-goal presence with Jack Iantuano.
Princeton emerges with the ground ball. Kabiri has it poked loose. He can't find it. Penn State ball.
They got numbers. They got numbers.
Leary triggers. Chronic the save. Brony felt his Penn State team found consistency late in the year. Ferrone hits the putter on wide, but we probably ended up right where we should have been. Feet in front, and Waters slips it through.
Look, I can tell you why. Their save percentage against Nova was 37%. Against Navy, it was 43%. Against Michigan, it was 44%. Today, Preston Hawkins has had 60%. If he gets there, they can win it without blowing up your team culture and your chemistry.
Kabiri to the crease. Malkiel. The goal is good. The native of Portland, Oregon, with his 12th of the year.
stops a 4-goal Penn State run. Kabiri's eyes and his...
Bartolomeo up ahead to Lehman. He's got a man on the crease.
Blitz are in the zone. They're begging for the outside shot.
You see Costin back in there. Wade, the lefty hammer. A hat trick for Tucker Wade.
Conceptually, you're backing in, you're saying take the outside shot, and then a guy like Tucker Wade kind of blows that strategy up right in your face.
The biggest misconception is, oh, you got to move the ball. You got to move the ball against the zone. Yes, you do. But you...
He dusted Green, who lost his stick. Broken stick. Chance for Lehman. Shot.
At the very least, he will occupy Princeton's top defender, Stahl.
Hobbs, that's an easy.
Penn State has played this game for the most part at their pace. Good look there for Dump. Palumbo, feed in front. Wallstrom to Robertson. Robertson hits the shot last week against Army, and Quint made the point early. He has not seen much rubber this season. Vanna. Kabiri, Palumbo gets free of the Bartolomeo and scores. Palumbo puts Princeton back on top.
The goldfish mentality.
Stays with the matchup. Matthews gets sandwiched. Bad shot, score. A Bugs Bunny changeup past Craddock. A flag at the end of the play. Tied at 9, late in the third.
That looks like...
Big face-off win, big ground ball win for Princeton to close.
Minute, 57% against Craddock's 35%.
Kills the penalty. They began the third quarter with the ball, no face-off. Tucker Reynolds.
This game's open for the upset for the Nittany Lions.
State using the sub-game. Robertson launches and connects. A hat trick for Robertson. Penn State on top.
You talk about well-coached. Why is Jeff Tambroni a successful coach? Situational awareness, complementary lacrosse. They max.
Matthews doubled. Behind the back pass in traffic. Loose on the ground. A wide receiver on the Princeton football team. He's made some plays. A chance for the Tigers. And it's the shorty who gets the goal. Quinn Kramer with his 4th of the season.
Jackson Green has a pair of pick sixes in this game. The junior out of Rochester, New York, has been a catalyst twice.
Wade has a hat trick. He's got the ball. Wade with a bouncer.
Behind the backs are in play for Chad.
Palumbo goes high. Hawkins vetoes. We've been going back and forth all afternoon. Palumbo gets to the left hand. It's erased C.J. Kirst last year. The top pick in the PLL draft. Kabiri got free. Now Wade. Wade, too high. There's a look for Dunphy. Princeton takes the lead.
Quinn, you mentioned he's been quiet, but when you talk to Matt Madelon, he will tell you over a 4-year period, no one has grinded it out.
Taking 8 shots, connected twice. Penn State, 1 for 2. Face-off won by McMeekin. Turbos to the cage and scores! 14th career goal for McMeekin. And Princeton leads by 2.
That one hit different.
Kakami is trying to catch his
day. Iantuano getting the pick from Beard. Iantuano turns the corner. Reynolds works on King. Flips it back. Going low for the goal. Tucker Wade with number 4.
Reynolds will zigzag here. And Wade almost looks like he's going to set a pick, but then he just kind of slips it and curls to his right hand.
And he spearheading the defense. This team was built.
McDonald hits the pipe. That's a one timeout left. Flag down.
Free play.
Lehman puts it on Cage.
Penn State presses out. Hawkins, the goalie, out of the cage. Miller puts it into the empty net. The final dagger. It's 14-10.
That is Miller time for Princeton.
Tiger into championship weekend as the 1 seed.